Jesus. Oh my God. Let's talk. All right. Let's start off like how we met.
Oh, wow. That was our music video girl days.
Video vixen.
Yeah, video vixen days.
So you were also a video vixen.
Yes. So we met on the set of Keisha Cole, Missy Elliott,
Little Kim.
Let It Go. Let It Go music video produced or directed by Benny Boom.
Wow.
It was Benny Boom. And I remember when I first met her, I said, who did you look like? I said, oh my God, this is how we started talking actually, because I was like, has anybody ever told you look like Nelly Furtado? She looked like Nelly Furtado. So that's how we started talking, and we've been friends ever since.
Yeah.
How do you remember that?
I remember the bangs. I do remember that. Also, we actually met again in the music video of Don Omar, Hasta Abajo. She was there.
Yeah, and the 50 Cent, one of the 50 Cent ones.
Yes.
I don't remember which one it was.
So many.
But I hadn't seen her. Yeah, I hadn't seen her like in a few years. So, you know, you're working, you kind of like lose touch with people, and then we met up again. And then I don't remember the last time we met, and then we never really stopped talking after that.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. It was just like natural, organic.
Yeah. And then we had a lot of mutual friends in common. So, I think that's how we reconnected.
Yes.
Was it through Erica?
It was through Erica Mena.
It was through Erica Mena.
Through Erica Mena.
Yeah. So we were both mutual friends.
Yeah. But we were always crossing paths.
Yeah, we always there was a reason why we always crossed paths, I believe.
And as we got older and mature, we were like, you know what? We actually
we are simpatico.
what is it? Gina and her best friend?
Pam.
Yeah.
Gina and Pam.
Wow.
From Martin. Yeah.
So we don't agree in a couple of things, but I learned so much from her.
And I learned from her.
So you know, it's like that balance. And I think that overall balance is so important for anybody's life, even in decision making. So having that itself, like, it's just a true match. Just let's get married. BFFs forever. Yes. So we're very transparent. Like, there's no judgment between us. Like, I feel like I could tell her anything, and she's like, just give it to me how it is. Like, she's not gonna sugarcoat it or hide around the bush. And I feel like everyone needs that friend, you know. And there's moments that we can't really reveal on here. But you know, sometimes a woman gets fed up. Things in life, and we just need to hartan.
¿Cómo es eso? Ustedes siendo dos mujeres, tú sabes que son bonitas, que en los videos han salido muchos videos, y los hombres, me imagino, ¿cómo son los hombres con ustedes cuando la ven? ¿Se intimidan o no se intimidan? ¿Cuál ha sido su experiencia?
We're magnets.
Yeah, we're complete magnets, especially when we're together. But I would think it depends on the man. So I would say, like, for the basic guy, if we're at the bar, a lot of them do get intimidated by us, but a lot of guys in the industry are so cocky that they approach us and we're like, nah, like, we don't care who you are. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird. It's I can't describe it.
I think being in the industry for so long, we've kind of learned how to, not that we go based off energy.
I don't know how it was for you, but it never really fazed me. If I was friends with somebody and we had like an organic friendship, it's cool, but I was never starstruck by anybody.
Yeah.
Because we've been around it for so long that is, to me, I mean, at the end of the day, you're just another person like me. Si yo te corto, tú vas a sangrar rojo como yo. Tú no eres especial.
Salió lo dominicano.
That's a Puerto Rican in me.
Salgan corriendo.
Like, you ain't special, you know. You you have a little more status than I do, but that's it. Absolutely. There's nothing makes you above me or me above you.
I mean, with our experience and what we've seen on set.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So
the
casting couch is real. I'm just going to let you know.
Nice.
It is real.
It is freaking real.
Thank God we haven't fallen victim to that. But
no, yeah, we were talking about that. We were like, we've had these conversations because we have bar talks. Like, we love brunch. We enjoy good cocktail and we enjoy food. It's what like as well. I'm slurring my voice. But there's one thing in common. Like, we have great conversations, and sometimes we look at our watch and we're like, oh my god, not our watch, our phone.
Our phones, yeah.
Like,
No, si tú tienes un ¿cómo se llama?
Pero en verdad es teléfono. And we're like, oh my god, we've been here for 4 hours.
And we've been talking, and the time just flew by.
And at the bar, let's say we sit at the bar. This is one spot that we like to go to, and we're at the bar, and literally people just gravitate. Next thing you know, we have a group of women that are talking to us, and then a group of men that are actually giving their advice. It's like it never fails.
Hey, ustedes son magnets.
We
Atraen.
are, and it's not something that like we're not bragging. It just happens. Like people just gravitate to us naturally, and we sometimes
it's a little
be
scary
like,
too, though.
Like,
it's a little like
we just here
intimidates
minding
me.
our business and.
Ya tenemos un party aquí. ¿Quién va a pagar la cuenta?
Cállate. That's happened too.
Hey.
People just pay our tabs, and we're like, hey, that was a great night. We thank you.
Thank
and
you.
Like all we did was have literate conversation. Like we're just being nice because we're not the type. We're very humble. We're not stuck up. Like we go out and we talk. I've met. I don't know. I can't speak for you, but I know I've met a lot of girls in the industry that also have been modeling and doing the same thing that me and Sally have been doing for years, and they are extra stuck up. Like you can't even look their way. They're like, choose. Like we're not like that. We're very friendly. We're very down to
we talk
earth.
to the person that like literally is cleaning the floor, and we treat that person.
We
the
treat
same
everybody
way
the
that
same,
is the
like-
owner of the location, just because we believe in humanity. And something that we spoke about, it's like we're a spirit actually having a human experience, and that's just our belief. And we're so pure, and we're here just to give love, but also rather than just giving love, we're gonna give you the truth. So I think that that's why like, there's a dynamic. That's why we balance each other out, because I tend to be a little bit softer. She actually
I'm a little bit harder.
yeah, and then when she's harder, I kind of like Liza, no lo haga, Liza, no le diga eso.
Well, let's just talk about that. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a water sign.
And I'm a
She's
Virgo.
a earth. She's an earth sign. So
So you compliment each other.
yeah, we do complement each other.
Eso
We
es
do.
necesario.
We do. It is. We're yin and yang.
When we walk into a place, it could be empty, and I don't know where mad people come in.
Yeah.
¿No te ha pasado a ti que tú entras a un sitio y comienzan a llegar la gente, and you're like,
Bueno, el día que yo me vea como ustedes, maybe. Me caen atrás los tigres.
pero yo pienso que tengamos más que nada más los looks. ¿Tú me entiendes? Yo pienso que Dios nos hizo de esa manera porque hay cosas que necesitamos compartir, necesitamos hablar.
Ajá.
So we talk about things that maybe a lot of women are embarrassed to talk about. We actually, that's why I was like, I'm happy you're here, because now we could be asking el hombre la pregunta. You're in the hot seat.
Yo
That chair should be
represento a
red.
todos los hombres.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
¿Tú estás seguro?
Bueno, yo le puedo contestar de parte de un hombre.
Claro, yo tengo
porque
muchas
eso es
preguntas.
Así salen.
Let's pull out the folder.
I have a list. I need to ask you, does lies come with balls? Does that go hand in hand?
Hashtag
Yes.
balls.
Yes, it does, right?
Yes.
So as soon as you get a pair of balls, it's just lies.
We both lie.
Be-
Women and
Yes,
men.
but I feel you're
both
absolutely
lie.
right.
Yeah.
But I feel like men lie more.
Depending on circumstance.
I just say
Men
you
don't
just
know
lie.
how to lie.
No, men don't know how to. Women
That's
know how
why
to lie.
we get caught. That's
yes,
why
exactly.
the perception is that
percentage.
we lie
Yeah,
out
you're
more,
right,
but
you're right.
You do lie more.
En realidad,
which is
mujeres, you guys.
which makes no sense because you're horrible at it.
Okay, let's
So
wake up.
quit.
Un hombre se levanta y una mujer se
He's like
levanta.
raising his hand.
Okay, espérate.
I have something to say.
Esta pregunta está
The
buena.
reason why guys fuck up at lying is because they give too many details.
And they overextend. What the fuck did I say?
We were just talking about
I was just
that.
talking about that.
Women
When
don't
you feel
give
like
details.
when you're giving me a whole storybook, now I know you're lying.
We both lie. That's my point.
I feel like that we do
Yes,
both
we
lies.
do both lie, but I feel like men lie more.
Why?
I don't fucking know. That's question of the fucking day. Sorry, am I cursing too much? I'm like, why do you? And it's
It
just
gets her
like,
so angry.
And it's just like stupid lies
Let
that
it
doesn't
go,
even. It's
Liza.
not even. It doesn't even make sense. Like, why are you lying? Just
What?
be honest.
What's the stupidest lie that somebody's told you?
What's the stupidest lie? Shit.
No, que tú dices que nosotros mentimos por cosas insignificantes and we make up lies for shit that we don't need to lie about. What are those things? So we know, that way we fix that?
I can't really think of a moment right now, but there's been so many where it's just like you didn't need to lie about that.
Like nonsense.
Yeah, like nonsense. Like you could have just been transparent with me because now I'm gonna find out the truth and now you're gonna piss me off even more.
Yeah.
So it makes no sense. Like, so for instance, if a man gets caught doing something and I'm asking him, tell me the whole truth now, and he's like, oh, this is it. This is the whole truth. And then you know that I'm Inspector Gadget and I'm going to dig and I'm going to find... Like, why would you lie? Just tell me the truth right now. Pero yo no entiendo. Entonces, now I find out and now there's more problems.
Es como la policía. Tú no puedes ir, la policía te pregunta, ¿usted se robó eso? Tú dices, sí, oficial.
Diablo,
no,
pero,
tú te vas a morir diciendo
pero
que
él te
no.
está diciendo la verdad, porque él
Tú
tiene
te vas a
razón
morir
en lo te
diciendo
está
que no, porque tú
diciendo.
esperas que algún día que
Porque
esto no
no
se
se
va a
quiere perder
descubrir.
tampoco. Él
Claro.
sabe el valor que tú tienes, ha hecho su estupidez, no
Ay,
quiere perderte,
Dios
eso va a mentir
mío.
y no te va a decir sí porque sabe que te va a doler también. So, psicológicamente yo pienso que ese es el problemita.
No, y que nuestra sociedad nos dice,
Los hombres lie.
miente.
Yes, lie.
miente.
That's yes, exactly.
Pero.
I mean, there's even a whole fucking song about it, Shaggy. It wasn't me. She caught me banging on the counter. It wasn't me. Motherfucker, I see you. It wasn't me. Really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And that is like a lot of guys their anthem. Like, really? That's your anthem? Shaggy, it wasn't me. That's a little crazy.
But
But
it
I
wasn't
feel
me.
right now.
Yeah, but it wasn't me. Una trompa, coño.
Tú no ves lo que dice la gorra del puro.
Claro, todo puro.
I got 20/20 vision, baby. It's you. I see you.
I see you.
I see you. It wasn't
But
me.
I just feel like now, I feel like that itself, if you would have asked me like 10 years ago, maybe it would have been a different answer. To now, I feel like it's different in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like women have taken power and exceeded with it. Actually, like when people say like, "Oh, I'm a feminist," I'm like, I'm a feminist as well. I support it. I'm about women. I'm a woman, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like we've taken this power of actually like eliminating a man
Mm.
and not agree, letting them do what they're supposed to do. And that's my whole thing. Like, why? ¿Tú me entiendes? Because of what we've been through.
Mm.
You know, what we've been conditioned to. So that's my whole thing right now. Like, ¿por qué?
Mm.
How do you feel about that?
About
Like, itself.
He's like, what exactly?
it's a loaded question, baby.
Well, let me summarize that and actually make it into
I
one
understand
question.
what you're saying.
But-
Que algunas mujeres que confunden el feminismo con el minimizar al hombre o el masculinizar al hombre, de hacerlo menos hombre, como
Sí,
eso es
cuando
lo que
necesitamos un hombre para...
a los hombres no les gusta eso. A los hombres les gusta sentirse hombre,
Especialmente el
ser
otro
hombre, ser
dominicano.
respetuoso con su mujer, pero no
Claro.
que lo hagan sentir como menos que lo que es.
Seguro.
Nadie te va a aplaudir que tú lo hagas sentir así. Puede que dure un tiempo porque el tipo está aficiado de ti, va a aguantar lo que tú digas,
Yeah.
pero de eso no dura. Tú tienes, como yo te hago sentir bien también, tú tienes que
Of
hacerme
course,
sentir
it goes
bien.
both ways. But
Hombre.
I think what this
50-50.
generation is lacking is that the men is not, a lot of men are not treating their women, they're not letting women be comfortable in their feminine energy. And therefore, men are showing a lot of feminine energy themselves. So I can't be in my feminine energy if you're in your feminine. That's going to make me act more masculine. So I think a lot of men are putting women in the position where they need to protect themselves. So they're showing a lot of male energy and not enough feminine energy. It's not like back in the day where, you know, los hombres eran hombres. They provided, they did what they had to do. La mujer está en la casa, taking care of the kids. That's real protection, and you're letting a woman be in her feminine energy. But when you're telling a woman, I need you to pay half the bills, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, and give me some ass too, then you're not putting me in a position to be in my feminine energy. Like, for me, I grew up where the man takes care of the house. He's the provider and the protector. The woman, even if she works, el dinero que ella hace es para ella. I know. We don't live in those days anymore, but that's how I grew up. Like, my dad took care of the house. My mom had a job, a part-time job, and she worked once in a while. But my dad never asked her to pay any bills. My dad took care of that.
Right.
And my mom, if she wanted to, she participated.
I didn't grow up like that.
I did. I grew
Which
up
is
like that.
interesting to hear that because it's
And
like,
my brother's like that. My brother,
How was
that's
your
how,
setup?
My setup was mom and dad 50-50. Like, mom was working and dad would come from work and he would actually cook
Right.
and make sure that
And whatever they made together, it was
It
for
was
both.
always
for the
But
together.
whole
what's crazy
family.
is how my dad cooked too. Like my dad cooked, he
so
cleaned.
yeah, so it was like there was never like a missing like area in my household. And
That's
in that
awesome.
sense, which is a blessing because you
That
don't
is a
hear
blessing.
that,
You don't
and they're
hear
still
that.
together to this day, which is also a
Yeah.
blessing.
Well,
You don't see
guess
that.
what? My dad and my mom.
Yeah,
Claro
pero mi
que no,
papá
imagínate. Pues ya tú lo estás diciendo.
No, but
like
nobody
it's like,
wasn't.
yeah, like
Sorry.
another thing too on top of that, like I remember him actually like, oye, con un día como caliente como hoy, o hasta más caliente.
Yeah.
My dad's like comprando víveres,
Yeah.
like basically plátanos, like
Yeah.
things to make a sancocho. He's like, your mom asked me for a sancocho, I'm gonna
You
make
see,
her
that's
sancocho.
so sweet.
And the walls are sweating.
Yeah.
Talking about like Jesus Christ on the
Yeah.
cross, like this.
We don't
like,
care.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Sancocho,
And he was
sancocho,
like,
no matter what.
Sally, ve a su mercado a buscarme un aguacate.
Una
Get my rollerblades.
yautía.
Tácate,
Sí.
una yautía, plátano, todo.
So
Like, so that to me, like, yo no sé lo que es eso. So cuando yo lo escucho, tú me entiendes, I try to put myself in the other person's shoe as well and not pass judgment because I'm like, damn, like,
that's
how
beautiful.
was that, you know?
I guess it's more on an individual basis, right? So for my parents, my dad did everything for my mom. Like and that was a big mistake because he was
Yeah.
Puerto Rican, she's Dominican. So for me, I guess she
se
was the
acomodó
tiguera,
la
I
doña.
guess,
La doña
you
se
know.
acomodó.
So my dad
don't
was
wanna
the
laugh.
more,
Just
you know,
saying.
no, but it's
Yeah.
true. Like I'm-
Continúa, excusa.
no, I'm being real. Like my dad was, you know, he went to work, he came home, he did what he had to do. He was the decent one. My mom era una tigera. Who knew? I didn't know, right?
Pero
So-
¿cómo? ¿Por qué?
Because he was doing all this stuff for her and treating her like a princess, what every woman wants. And like you said, she looked down like, oh, you know,
Sí.
I can get over. And then what
Right.
happens?
Hay mujeres que
She
le-
cheated on him.
Ajá, es lo que te digo.
Exactly.
Ahí está.
She cheated on him, but I think it's because he was too good.
Yeah.
He gave her too much.
It's something that is unexplainable.
Yeah.
Because it's
So I guess it's
what
on an
you want.
individual
Sometimes-
basis, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you get what you want. You wanted
Yeah.
somebody to treat
Because I
you
would
like
die
that.
for a man like my father.
But then
Like,
when you
I
get
would-
it,
no,
you
I
feel
wouldn't.
that nah,
Maybe if
that's
I
not
was
it.
young, maybe in my 20s because they did get married when they were younger. Maybe in your 20s, but when you're older, because I even asked my mom when she got older, do you regret like letting him go, like doing what you did? And she said yes, I absolutely do. And why? Because she ended
Maturity.
up with a fucking douchebag that no la está cuidando the way my
Claro.
father would be taking care of her now.
Right.
So of course, you know, she's older now and she regrets it, but
Well, like, I mean, in my house, you already know we had to clean, cook, and everything like that. Like, that was part of the deal.
Claro.
Growing up.
Cada uno tenía lo suyo.
I didn't
Pero
do
papi,
nothing.
una persona que se veía
I was spoiled, I was.
él veía el piso sucio, ella agarraba un mapo y lo limpiaba.
Donde sea, donde sea era así.
Entonces, pero lo más bonito es la dinámica que tenía mi mamá y mi papá, eso entendieron. Y yo concluyo y digo que es la comunicación.
Absolutely. I agree with
He
that
basado
statement.
en eso.
Absolutely.
Si no hay comunicación, tú no puedes dejar que la otra persona piense, tú tienes que hablarlo. Vamos
Seguro,
a hablarlo. Mira,
vamos a
oye,
hablar.
yo me siento así,
¿Esto te
no me
molesta?
gusta a ti lo otro. Yo no quiero que
Seguro.
tú me estés limpiando porque a mí me gusta limpiar y esa es mi terapia.
Seguro. Yeah, it's true.
Sí,
Tú me
It's
entiendes.
true.
sí.
To each
So,
his own. Every
yeah.
you know, every individual is different.
Yeah, and
Everybody's
we're not
different.
perfect, you know what I'm
We're
saying?
not.
Like,
But like I look at my mom and I'm like, wow, that was dumb because my dad was he was a great provider.
Yeah.
Like he cooked, he cleaned, he took us out. Like he actually did stuff like that other men.
But that other part of the relationship, like that heat, that fire, that. It was,
Yeah, I guess he wasn't
Not there.
passionate enough for
Yeah.
her, or you know, she was
Yeah.
looking for something else.
Yeah, because there's something that you, as a woman, you probably want to experience. You want to have different experiences in your life.
True.
And when you see your life is going long and you haven't had that experience, and
Yeah.
what you have in front of you is not what you really.
Yeah, but I think for her was more like como mi abuela.
wow, that was knowledge right
mi
there
abuela,
dropped in there. Like,
mi abuela no la dejaba hacer nada, so she literally had to get married to leave the house. Like she couldn't do nothing. Like my grandmother didn't let her do nothing. So the minute that she got the freedom that she was with my dad, she wanted a party. She didn't want to be a mom. You know, she didn't want that home life.
Okay.
And my father was very well like he wanted the home life. He
Yes,
was
yes.
always a family man.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Que hay gente que están en
Ella
diferentes...
quería salir, sí,
Yeah, en
en
diferentes niveles de su vida. Hay esta
Exacto.
persona que se
Joven.
casa para tener una
Sí.
familia
And not only that, la
tranquiliza.
cultura también es diferente. He was born here, so he's more American. My mom came from Dominican Republic.
Claro.
So ella, the minute she left her house, ¡guau! Yo quiero gozar.
El teteo de la
Fuego,
mano.
fuego.
Vámonos.
Vámonos. Yeah. Y mi papá estaba trabajando, so she always used to complain that she was bored. Yo estoy aburrida. Tú siempre estás trabajando, pero él está trabajando, pero tú tienes un Louis, tú tienes una Chanel. Tipa, cállate la maldita boca.
But you know what? It was her. It
¿Verdad?
was like,
No,
it
that
was
wasn't
her,
good enough for her.
It was her scapegoat. She felt freedom. She thought that being with your dad maybe
Gave her freedom.
gave her freedom, where she actually had this illusion that this is how it's gonna work.
Then they shouldn't have had kids. They should have.
Yeah, absolutely.
They should have
Pero
enjoyed
cuando
themselves
tú estás
first.
joven, tú estás gozando y cogiendo gusto. Tú no
Yeah.
estás pensando en eso.
And my
Tú
dad
me
wasn't a
entiendes, esa es la
partier. My dad
realidad.
didn't drink.
Like,
he,
but the
he
thing is,
wasn't
look, like
into
my
nothing.
dad
She
came here
was.
when he was 17, and my mom had my sister. I think she was like 16. She had me when she was
Oh
19.
wow. Well,
Yeah,
she started
super
young.
and my dad was like what 25, around there,
Diantre.
right? So it's a young couple, and the fact that they're still together, and
Yeah,
I
no,
noticed
that's-
that with them, like their communication was always like, "Oh, tenemos que hablar."
That's awesome.
Sí.
Because
¿Tú
that
me
doesn't
entiendes? Tenemos que
happen.
hablar. Y también el balance, lo que ayudó también fue la creencia en Dios, la fe.
Ajá.
So like I feel like they always went back to that. So I feel like that itself, like that's why I say like what you grow up is what you're going to apply.
Yeah.
Unless you actually see other people's experience and you learn from them and you're like, okay, this is something else that I don't even know about. Let me apply this in my life. So
Oh.
it's
They
it's
say
interesting.
the
They
couple
say.
that prays together stays together.
Which is true. Which is
I mean,
true.
I hear
Hey.
it all the time, even though sometimes it's bullshit.
Yeah, because maybe God has something else for you.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying? Yeah. Because maybe God's like, that's not the man I have for you.
I know.
I had something else, but
Yeah.
you decided to go take vows and
Sometimes
get married.
it's not true.
You know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
I be seeing these couples and they go to church together and they be like, he's my best friend. We do everything together. And then a couple of years later, they fucking somebody else.
Ooh.
So,
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's how things are right
yeah.
now.
And then the couples that fight all the fucking time, those motherfuckers never break up.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody's, you motherfuckers are toxic. You need to leave each other. They like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Whatever.
Do you
I'm a
think-
leaver, yeah. And then
Yeah,
like
exactly.
24 hours.
I don't
want to
be with this bitch.
together.
That's it. We done. And then they never break up.
Do you think nowadays it's better to have a serious monogamous relationship or
Absolutely.
just play the game and just be out there and have fun?
No, I think a monogamous really. There's nothing out
Why?
there. There's nothing out there but Casamigos, regrets, and
But
STDs,
there's
bro.
people that haven't had. There's some
and
people
chicken
that
wings.
some people haven't had that experience and they
That
want to
was
have it.
blunt.
You know, they want to be out there and just experience life. Like,
Well, yeah, you can experience life. I mean, the don't go chasing waterfalls. You'll get that
gonna
STD
check
and
my
die.
lipstick
Okay, you
to
want to
make sure.
experience
wow,
life?
wow.
I'm
Qué
just saying.
exagerada.
Pero no
Wow.
es exagerada. We don't
you
live.
get STD and die.
What? What do you think is going to happen? I mean,
Yo, don't kiss it, you die. You kiss it, you die.
you want to die?
Your dick fall off.
Yes, your dick will fall off. I mean, we don't live in those times anymore where you can just.
The hashtag?
You're a liar and a whore. You're a liar and a whore. You're a liar and a whore, sir.
Well, we have to have fun. We have to have some fun.
Oh,
You know what I'm
You can
saying?
have fun with your partner. I mean, you see, this is what I don't get from men, right? So, for me, coming is coming.
Uh-huh.
I don't. we're
going here.
I'm just saying, I don't understand why men
But
feel the need to have different vagina.
You know.
Is that vagina gonna give you the same orgasm that the other vagina
it
gonna
feels
give
different. You know.
Well, how does it feel different?
No, it doesn't feel the same. Even if
For me,
the-
it feels the same. Coming is coming.
You
You
know what I
think
mean?
that has to do with
It's not
machismo
the
or
same.
trying to fit in? Like a man, when they do things, it's because
I-
they're comfortable as well, even though they still love that person, but they're still gonna go out there and do their.
I feel like an
Fuckery?
orgasm is an orgasm. So it's just like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Is it a different, because men are visual, so we have to keep this in mind.
But I
They
feel
want a
women are
different
visual
face, a
too.
different body, but at the end of the day, the vagina is serving the same purpose.
Yeah, but we don't look
I
at it
think
like
that-
that. I think
yeah.
you're looking at it as like the same thing. For us, every vagina is different.
the way it looks, the way it feels.
The look, the
feels, the
attention,
attraction that we
everything.
have to it.
You can't say like
But
the same
it's connected to a
penis are all
person.
the same.
Well, absolutely. I feel like levels of passion is different. Yes, I
Yes,
agree with you
yes.
there.
And that
Yeah.
makes
So-
the whole moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Different.
But you can have that passion with one partner.
But
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes,
you can.
yes.
You
So
can.
for me, I never really saw the point of having multiple partners, because at the end of the day, the outcome is still going to be the same. Is some orgasms feel better than others? Absolutely. But it has nothing to do
No,
with the
but I
person.
mean,
It has to do
yeah.
with me. It doesn't have to do with that person. That person is not making me come harder. It's me. It's all mental. Es como yo me siento.
But there's
O como esa
actually
persona me
couples
hace
that I've
sentir.
met.
Pero
I've-
orgasm is an orgasm.
Yeah,
so it's
I've
like,
met certain couples that actually like. I thought that was something on the table. Look at me, the Virgo OCD.
Scratching.
Like,
Mira,
I
mira.
shouldn't say
Limpiar el
that.
estudio.
Tiene que limpiar todo,
Estamos
mira.
hablando de algo tan interesante. Ella
Mira,
quiere
ella-
limpiar el
ella
estudio.
quiere
Búsquenle
limpiar el estudio.
el mapo.
Dime. Dime.
Oh my god. No,
Auxilio.
I just feel like, oh my god, I even lost my thought.
Look, you
Jesus,
can't even
I
remember
thought-
what you were
Limpiar,
saying.
Yeah,
sigue
exactly.
limpiar.
Jesus.
Ella estaba hablando que no es diferente cuando tú tienes tu pareja.
Yo he
los
conocido
orgasmos pueden
parejas
ser.
que actually son un matrimonio y actually have ventured out mutually and going back some communication where they
Like-
actually label other people.
Like,
There's
open
women that I've met
relationship,
that actually
open
like
marriage.
to see,
Yeah, open
that
marriage.
they've seen that they enjoy seeing their husband with another woman,
Mm-hmm.
or there's actually husband who actually
Like,
enjoys seeing
yeah,
their wife.
with other men.
But what does it really come down to? Communication.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually coming to an agreement and saying
That's
this is
fucking
what
weird.
it is.
I'm
It,
sorry.
it is weird, like,
fucking
but not
weird.
passing judgment. But at the end of the day,
I want to
like,
see somebody
if
else lay the
that's
pipe
what-
on my wife. What?
Yeah, like, but this is the world that we
There's,
live in.
there's a guy that they just
They're
found out about him.
sickos.
He used to drug his wife, and they just found out that he 51 men
Raping her?
raping her, and him watching, because this is his.
Pero yo
Oh,
lo mato.
no.
Este era su
No, no, no,
fetichismo.
no.
Pero-
Ese tipo tienen que botarle la llave.
Botarle la ya.
I'm gonna tell you the info.
You don't want to hear. Can I say this on the radio?
Go ahead, honey.
Oh
There's
my
no
God.
beep, beep.
Oh,
Every time you say something, I'm
Lord.
gonna be like beep, beep.
Jesus, who does that?
Una
A
persona
French
psico-
man has been accused of
A
drugging his
Frenchman.
wife and then recording at least 51 men raping her while she slept.
83.
Bro, look at this. Oh my God. Pero yo lo mato. Lo mato.
And he saved the videos in a file and labeled.
Hold on. So she was so drugged not to understand that the next day.
You
maybe
know what she
was
should do? You know what her...
Oh my god.
Just guess what I'm going to say. Just guess what I'm going to say.
I'm waiting.
Drug him and have niggas come and F him in the butt. And that is the best payback.
Y le da número
Ever.
1, 2, 83.
Yes,
Usted es
yes.
el número 83, el
Mira,
negro.
uno por la
84.
boca y uno por el culo. Coño.
Yo.
Está loco, mi hermano. Mira.
Tú ves lo que yo te digo, que hay gente mala en este mundo.
Pero
te
es un
estoy hablando,
diablo.
o sea,
Psicológicamente ese tipo no
He's
está
a
bien.
demon.
exacto, entonces hay niveles a las cosas que se hacen. Hay
No
cosas que son
shit.
sanas, que son chéveres, que me gusta ver una persona con mi mujer y yo sentado ahí y son cositas que empiezan así. Pero esa vaina puede
Pero-
ser que le pase como a este
Oh
señor.
my God, pero yo ¿sabes lo que yo me pongo a pensar? Yo digo, esa persona fue abusada.
Te tienen algo.
Algo psicológicamente
Yeah,
que...
there's something wrong
¿Tú
because
me entiendes?
that's
Porque
not
también
normal.
yo pienso también otro tema que tal vez tiene que ver con eso. Yo creo que también lo que la pornografía ha creado también, que hay gente que son
Monsters,
adictas,
yeah.
que piensan que eso es lo que van a recibir. Esta gente se preparan para eso. Esa gente como un trabajo. Tú vas a llegar a tu trabajo, tú te vas a tomar tu café, tú te vas a poner una computadora, tú la vas a abrir, tú vas a mandar correo electrónico. Las mujeres hacen lo mismo en diferentes ¿cómo se dice? Ellas se preparan, de go get their wives.
Dependiendo la escena.
Claro, la escena, se preparan, toman mucha agua, 1 galón, 2 galones de agua,
Claro,
digamos.
2
se
semanas
preparan
comiendo
para eso.
vegetales.
Entonces, yo pienso que eso también, because honestly, the porn industry is actually one of the,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it's crazy.
It's crazy. So to me, I feel like todo eso tiene que ver basado.
That comes from
no
trauma
específica-
for me.
Trauma
That's
también,
trauma,
Clara.
yeah.
Claro. Y que Clara, oye, Clara. Pero bueno, ¿qué
¿Trauma de qué? O sea, que la...
¿Quién es Clara?
Trauma because
Tú me
yo
estás
creo
diciendo
como-
que como él se comportó y que hizo eso, o la que gente que hacen eso, lo hacen por algún trauma.
Bueno, yo no estoy diciendo que él específicamente tiene trauma, but I think there's something psychologically wrong with him.
Yeah.
Because how can you watch somebody that you say you love getting raped by different men. She's not a willing participant. You are actually giving other, like, you're watching your wife get raped in front of you. That's something. Like, there has to be something mentally wrong with you, a chemical imbalance, whatever the hell, or you got abused as a child. Something happened.
The fact that he did it 83 times is mind-boggling. Like,
yeah, that's a little bonkers to me.
Dice la noticia que ellos han estado casados por más de 50 años y que ahora fue que la mujer puso el divorcio después que se enteró.
No, pero eso mi pregunta es, pero vamos a estar
oye,
claro.
Espérate, que ahora, que ella se levantaba todos los días con un dolor, pero no sabía de dónde, pero que
you gonna tell me she didn't know?
Ahora fue que puso el divorcio.
She didn't know,
if
but
she's drugged.
She had 4 sexually transmitted diseases.
Ahora, okay, la cosa es...
Lo mato, pero es que...
Pero espérate, de la
She had 4 sexually what que lo que tú dices
aquí,
aquí?
the wife
Fatiga, absent-mindedness, and
No. I
Vagina
can't even
what?
pronounce that.
What
is that? Define in Google.
Where is this?
Okay,
Oigan la noticia, esta es la información.
This is just too much for me to bear.
Oye,
Like, I will literally be fucking murdering somebody.
So, aquí dice the ages of the accused range from 26 to 73.
73.
Los hombres,
The
la
Crypt Keeper.
edad de los hombres eran de entre 26 y 73 años.
She was raped at least 92 times by 83 aggressors, but they've only identified 51 suspects.
Uy.
So la mujer supposedly had flashbacks of the attacks. But
She thought it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
she
ella
probably
fue
thought
doctor.
it was a dream.
Yeah, she said-
because
But
he-
you're waking up sore, though. Like,
Yeah, that's another
But,
thing.
I
So
mean,
she had
she has no proof.
gynecological issues.
And then
if he's drugging her,
and then she went to the doctor, and what did the doctor say?
That she had 4 sexually transmitted.
mother...
Investigating, like, wait, but
What's going on? Yeah,
Right.
like I only slept with my
how long
husband.
did it take her to actually, does it say that? I mean,
Over the course of 11 years.
so within the course of 11 years,
Y ahí
did
fue que
it
ella se dio
occur
cuenta.
between those 11 years that actually she was still being drugged and being abused?
So he was drugging her food and with her
But,
dinner. He was
like,
putting-
think about it, right?
Le
If
estaba
you're
poniendo
married-
droga en la cena.
Yes.
En
Yo
el
no puedo ni
mangú.
comer ni un mangú. Oh, Dios
Le
mío.
estaba
Esos son
drogando.
franceses, ellos no comen
Ah,
mangú.
ok.
Ellos
En
comen
el
Kirk
Pepe Le
Mercer.
Pew.
Kirk
Le
Mercer.
estaba poniendo droga en el Pepe Le Pew.
No, en el Pepe Le Pew. En el quiche. Él estaba poniendo droga en el quiche y después otro hombre estaba bien
En el
y se lo
jo-
estaba metiendo en el
Le
quiche.
estaba poniendo droga en el cosa. En el cosa.
Oh my God. This is
That's
so
not
sad.
even funny. I should not
I
be
mean,
laughing.
I'm not laughing
Yeah,
at
I'm
the...
laughing at that. I'm
No,
laughing
I'm
at
laughing
you
at
guys
the
are
cosa.
terrible at the quiche and the
Right,
croissants.
please. No, we know.
That's
we know.
fucking horrible.
Continúa la información ya para cerrar.
What?
que-
Okay, so yeah, finish because I want to ask you as a man, what would be the appropriate punishment for
Oye lo
this?
que le hicieron.
a él.
O sea, lo que ahí al
So-
final lo que está leyendo.
No, entonces aquí dice, hold on, que
Oh
part
my
of
God.
the agreements that he had with everybody, que los que venían a hacer las cosas con la esposa, they couldn't have tobacco or perfume smell on them. Anything that could wake the wife. They had to wash their hands in hot water to avoid the sudden change of temperature.
Este era un
Tenían que-
sádico, bro. Este
they
era
had
un
to
enfermo.
undress in the kitchen, and they had to park away from the house and walk in the dark.
Oye todo lo que hizo este
So
hombre.
everything was planned out. He thought he was 007
No, I know,
in his
but
own
what's
way.
Right,
crazy is
11
that these
years.
Why didn't
men
they wash their
agreed
in
these
hot
men
water?
agreed to it. That's the crazier part.
Whoa, you, it's a
Es que qué
freebie.
enfermos son
But you
los
don't
hombres.
understand what he actually told these men.
No, él quizás
That's
no
the
le decía,
thing.
esta es
You
mi
don't
mujer
know-
y tú le vas a
Yeah.
hacer
She's
eso.
She's
incapacitated, but she's a willing
She's
participant.
okay. That's my wife. I
Yeah,
want you to do this.
yo
You
estoy
don't-
con ella también. Los hombres que venían.
No, come on, come
O
on.
sea, el
I
hombre-
walk into that situation, I'd be like, oh, you setting me up, brother. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Pero
What
quizá
you
era,
mean?
quizá
Pero
era
hay
con
gente bruta,
tarjeta.
sí, Liza, tú lo sabes.
So todos los hombres son brutos.
No,
Hay gente que
so-
son brutas que...
No, let me not answer that because you already know what I think. I'm like,
Go ahead, say it.
son enfermos.
Claro.
Oye, dale.
Oh.
Que a veces los hombres eran como por tarjeta o por alguien que te traía a otro, ¿entiendes? Que era como...
Referencia.
No era como que cualquier hombre venía y hacía esto. Esto era ya que algo se
Pero encontró 90 enfermos.
Sí, hay muchísimos.
Demasiado,
O sea, en
además.
11 años, ¿cuánto más?
Oye, nosotros podemos caminar nada, bajo un bloque. Y tú sabes lo enfermo que hay sin uno darse cuenta.
No, yo me doy cuenta de
Especialmente
todito
que le
ese.
vamos a decir
Yo
lo
me
que
doy
tiene
cuenta
que
de
ver-
todito.
Lo que tiene que ver con sex trafficking,
Dice-
los niños y toda esa vaina crazy. Ay, no.
Ay, Dios
Nosotros-
mío.
3 hijos tiene la pareja que han estado casados por
50 años. Oye, ellos han estado casados por 50 años, pero esto solo ha estado pasando por los últimos 11 años.
Mentira. Mentira.
Sí, porque eso fue lo que 11 años, pero yo digo, cónchale, like, ay no.
So, ¿cuándo comenzó él con la enfermedad esa?
Ella comenzó la investigación entre los 11 years, right?
Bueno, la investigación no comenzó por ella.
¿Por qué
Porque
comenzó?
ya-
La investigación no comenzó ni por ella. O sea, ella fue el doctor le dijo, usted tiene 3 vainas. Y ella, oh my God.
por
¿qué?
eso, sí.
Oye, ¿por qué empezó la investigación? Porque el señor no era suficiente lo que él hacía en su casa y comenzó a poner cámaras en las tiendas para grabar a las mujeres en los vestidores. He started putting cameras
leaving.
in the dressers of the stores to record women changing, and that's how they started an investigation, and that's how he got caught.
Well, my point exactly. He has some mental fucking. He has a no uno.
You can't trust your
not
child
one
around
screw
somebody
loose.
like that.
He got multiple screws loose.
Pero, ok, este es uno que se descubrió.
You can't be that perverted. Yeah, exactly. Imagine the ones that we haven't
Que lo que
discovered.
están
yet.
escondidos.
Entonces hay que tener cuidado, señor.
No shit. No.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Cuidado. Por eso que te digo, la pareja que están juntas, gócense su pareja. Y la que no están juntas, gócense todas las otras gentes.
Until you end up with what are the 4 STDs
No.
again?
You can't, we can't even
Can you repeat the 4 STDs
Eso
again?
es. O sea,
Y que
el que está en la
replay.
guerra se le va a pegar una vaina algún día.
Seguro, pero eso es lo que estoy diciendo.
No, lo que te digo es que a veces no hay que llegar al extremo así. Entonces, mira, cosas así como pasan.
Es que
son
los
gente
hombres
que
son
tienen
extremos.
la mentalidad y que tienen...
Pero hay mujeres que también son enfermas.
Yo sé.
Hay
Pero
una oye, esta que...
Lo que-
yo sé,
las
Oye,
mujeres que son
pero
yo sé,
escúchame,
yo
estas,
sé.
estas dos mujeres raptaron a un hombre.
raptaron.
Raptaron a un hombre, lo tenían preso por 6 meses en el basement de su casa.
Dos mujeres.
Dándole Viagra todos los días.
Mentira.
Ese tipo no le dio un
Eso es
ataque.
mentira. Enséñame.
O le dio un ataque de corazón. No, no.
Porquería. Diga, oye esto.
Y que I can't go to the store and buy a dildo. I'm just going to use a man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use a
Wait.
man.
What?
We're gonna feed him
No, for
Viagra
real. No, I
and just
believe you.
sit
I
on
believe
his
you.
penis.
I believe you.
African.
I believe
Let me see. Oh, African. I don't fucking know.
Liza,
Here.
I would not
This-
co- like,
listen,
Liza.
listen.
Óyeme,
That is
óyeme.
not very common. That is not very common.
¿Pero de dónde? ¿Qué tiempo fue esto? Oh.
Where is it? Pull it up. Pull it up. I wanna
Un
see
hombre
this.
ruso trató de robar un salón de belleza y la mujer es dueña del salón de belleza. Cuando él lo estaba robando,
Le
lo
metió un
agarraron,
dedo por
le
el
dieron
culo.
un golpe al hombre, lo amarraron y lo metieron en el basement y comenzaron entonces a darle Viagra para entonces abusar del hombre mientras él estaba ahí porque él entró a robar
¿Pero
su salón
qué
de
abuso
belleza.
es ese? Eso no es abuso. Eso le gusta a él. No, tenía que amarrarlo y meterle un dedo por el culo. Eso es abuso.
El hombre-
Eso
el
es
hombre-
abuso.
Ellos le estaban forzando Viagra, ella le
Pero
daba...
cuando tú vienes a ver un hombre, oye, pero no todos los hombres son así, tampoco digo yo.
Bueno, tenían que ser bien fea para ser abuso.
No,
Pero los hombres no le importan.
No.
Los hombres les gustan esa vaina.
Oye, este hombre entró a robar...
Bueno, los masoquistas.
Este hombre entró a robar el salón y duró...
Oh, what a punishment.
Oh, he went into the store.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. What a punishment. Oh, so you try to rob my hair salon, and
Oye,
now
Chucky,
I'm gonna
they
fuck
rob-
you twice today.
I'm
Chucky,
yo
they
no,
rob-
no fui yo que entré, yo nada más estoy dando la noticia. Y que suéltame la camisa. Suéltame la camisa. Que ya.
Mira, coño, de qué abuso. Pero es verdad.
Oye.
Yo sé, eso no es abuso.
Tú te
Estoy
pusiste
con-
esa gorra a propósito hoy.
Pues dándole Viagra y dejándolo así, eso es abuso.
Para darle
Pero
una-
no de que Viagra and actually having intercourse with him, that's not abuse. Because men enjoy shit like that. They're sick.
Not all men.
No, sí.
Well, if the girl's ugly, maybe.
No.
What she
No,
look like?
pero
What she look
that's
like?
crazy.
Nah, muy bien. que
Let me
diga
see what the
ahora.
girls look like. That's not abuse.
Pero
He
que
was
para
like,
eso
this
se
is the
hicieron-
best porno
Pero para
ever.
eso se hicieron los colores, señores.
Ay, ay, ay.
Tú me entiendes, lo que a ti te guste a ti no me va a gustar a mí.
Está rara la historia, pero no es para ilustrar.
We
que
were just
tanto-
talking about this. Men will fuck a wall if they can. Okay?
Well, that's where the walls were invented. The
Wow.
Why,
walls,
why you say that?
Because men will. Hello, in DR, tú no oyes de los hombres. They're fucking goats, they're fucking donkeys, they're fucking chickens.
No.
No.
En los 80, maybe.
No, en los
No, pero
80
hablando de
todavía.
eso, ustedes vieron el video. This is so
American
off topic.
Pie, what is it about?
Fucking
a boy
a pie.
fucking
But
a
he's a
pie.
young
Exactly.
guy who
A
has
man was
hormones.
Yes, a freaking male.
I feel like there's
Para allá en
men
Santiago
literally
ahí
put
sigan-
his
también
dick in a
sigan
wall.
un pie de mujeres.
A psycho.
O van a la matica,
Un pie de mujeres, no.
Óyeme, yo
Ay,
tuviste,
Dios
no,
mío.
not for nothing. I know this is so off topic, but talking about that, de que effing a donkey and all that stuff. ¿Tú viste esa gallina que tiene la cara de un mono? That traumatized me. ¿Tú no has visto
Esa
eso
gallina
recientemente?
Una gallina que tiene una cara de un mono.
Sí,
Ay, yo
pero
no-
la misma cara
Google
de un
it.
mono. Oye, y una
Let's see
Y
gallina.
le dicen la monina porque es una gallina.
Y se parece a una dominicana
Mitad mono,
que
mitad
se hizo el
gallina.
cuerpo.
La monina vino de RD. Ready con el body
Y
hecho.
rubia, y
¿Tú
rubia.
piensas que es un pollito y cuando se vira, ¡psych! Una monita. We can't hear that. We can't hear
Mitad
that.
gallina, mitad mono. Hecha en
Ay,
RD.
ay, ay.
Oye, pero una gallina rubia.
Gallina rubia.
Oye, rubia y la cara de mono.
Wow.
Wow.
Y es de
Eso-
verdad, o sea,
Sí,
It sounds
es
like a lot of girls
verdad.
indictment.
Y yo dije, esto fue editado.
yo creo
No,
que
pero yo no encontré,
yo
es
no,
verdad. No, es verdad.
no
Ay,
pueden
Dios mío.
tener, no pueden hacer porque es que
Eso fue que un mono
¿Cómo
ganó
que no puede?
una
No se
gallina.
puede,
¿Tú no
una-
ibas a indictment?
Se fue y puso un huevo.
no se puede, no. El mono, el experto.
Listen.
No,
déjame ver.
Eso es Photoshop.
Mira.
Eso es Photoshop.
Eso es Photoshop.
Eso tiene que ser Photoshop.
Eso es un monito.
Claro,
Mira,
pero
mira que
cuerpo, mira la
asustado
gallina.
tan. Diablo.
No.
Qué malos son.
un-
Ay, Dios,
es que no
verdad,
pueden.
Yo soy tan inocente.
Mira.
No pueden.
Yo soy pura.
¿Cómo lo va a parir? ¿En huevo o
Sí,
en parto?
huevo,
Explícame.
sí, porque they're two different species.
Esa gallina no sobrevivió.
Nah, that's
Ah,
bullshit. That's
no,
bullshit.
hay cosas,
That's
muchas
bullshit.
cosas en el
No, I went
internet.
to Opus the other night and it was very
Pero la
questionable.
gente-
I even asked I asked the promoter, I said, what in the animal farm is going on here?
Oh my God, we were there.
Yes.
We were
I
there.
was like, what
Espérate,
the-
espérate, que hay video de la gallina mono.
Tú ves, yo te dije, mira, el chicken
Eso es
with monkey
mentira.
face. No, ese es verdad. Ese es
Pero
verdad.
mira qué asustado está. Diablo, qué desgraciado
Explícame esa
son.
pata.
No.
Si lo ve un tipo dominicano, hace un sancocho con esa pata.
No, I don't think it's real.
Diablo.
Te lo digo
That's
yo.
not real. That's not real.
Chicken with
That's
monkey
that's
face.
horrible.
Y qué
But
raro.
I've seen a lot of people that look like
I mean,
that.
los dos duermen en un palo. Los monos y la gallina. Tienen algo en común ahí, bueno.
Ay, Dios.
Qué vaina más rara. Bueno, señores,
Eso
para
está
que
raro,
sea
eso
mundo
está
tiene
raro.
que haber de todo.
De todo.
Señores, yo no creía que habían huevos azules. En la República
¿Cómo?
Dominicana,
¿Qué
allá en
huevo?
el campo.
Lo
mi
de
familia
Pascua, lo de Pascua no
No,
son.
pero de gallina. Incluso
Oh,
ella.
vamos a ver, ¿qué huevo tú estás hablando?
Los pitufos, papá pitufo. Tienen los huevos
Oye,
azules.
pero mira, tú ves
pero
que la
huevos
mente
azules,
mía. Tú ves.
Claro, porque estamos hablando de hombres y de vaina.
verdad, yo hablando,
¿Ustedes han
pues,
visto
yo
los
nunca
huevos
veo huevos
azules?
azules.
La mente
Los
mía.
huevos azules.
Los de Avatar, los chamacos de Avatar. No.
Tú ves la inocencia.
Las
ves
gallinas
la-
ponen huevos azules.
Ay,
Azules, una hembra, claro, obvio.
Sí.
Pone huevos y son azules y ella y cuando salen los huevos son hembras. Allá en San Iglesia hay una gallina
Ujú.
que yo lo he visto, yo tengo fotos de eso. Los huevos son azules, pero ahora que tú estás diciendo blue balls, ahora como que ese tema
Parece que ella
se
dejó
fue
al gallo
para otro lado.
esperando un par de veces.
No, sí, verdad.
Y cuando
y
final-
los huevitos le salieron
Y tú
azules.
dices, son hembras, no son varones. No son varones.
Pero no importa, no tiene
Pero
que ser
te estoy diciendo-
varones.
No, pero tú me
Pues
dijiste
de-
blue balls ahora y yo,
Ajá,
ay,
pero Blue Balls.
Los huevos azules,
Los
ya lo
huevos
vi. Es
azules.
verdad, existen.
Y salen hembras.
Y lo-
Son trans.
Porque hay,
Son trans, no sé.
hay huevo blanco,
Los huevos
hay huevo crema y huevo negro. Hay huevo negro, eso debe ser grande.
Yo he visto huevo negro grande.
Ustedes no sirven.
Yo lo vi.
Los de avestruz, ¿de qué
Yo lo
color
he
son?
visto. Yo lo he visto.
Yo me voy.
Yo lo he visto. Eso sí yo lo he visto.
Claro.
Los huevos negros-
Participa.
No, son orgánicos, saben orgánicos.
Ustedes son, mira. Ay, señores.
No, hay un huevo de pato que lo han puesto como para que por muchos años. El huevo de pato no es lo mismo que usted
El
está
huevo de
pensando,
pato.
señor.
El huevo de pato.
Yo vi una mujer dando a luz fue lo que tú, cuando tú dijiste así, yo dije una mujer dando a luz.
No.
El huevo en pato.
El
Que
huevo-
hay un huevo oscuro negro, que es como un huevo que lo tienen añejado por mucho tiempo. ¿Tú lo has visto
Añejado.
eso? Un huevo de pato que es
No.
como añejado por mucho tiempo
Yo he
y
visto
se
los
pone
huevos
negro
grandes.
y cuesta mucho.
Hey, are you talking about one that the Philippine people be eating?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's really,
oh,
really
yeah,
dark
it's
and
crazy.
it's been like,
Yeah,
Ay,
yeah.
¿tú viste los huevos grandes que son así? Oye,
Son así.
son de ese tamaño.
no. Yo una vez comimos,
Oye,
una vez
esta
en un show
gente
de
no
radio.
sirve. Mira,
¿A dónde tú lo encuentras? Esos huevos son así.
tú hay un supermercado allá en Westchester
supermercado?
que lo
¿En
venden huevos
Westchester?
grandes. Sí.
No, miren, señores, un día en un show de radio que estábamos probando cosas raras y un hombre trajo un huevo de avestruz.
Eso.
Oh, ostrich,
Ajá,
So, un huevo de
ostrich.
avestruz de este tamaño y demasiado sabor, sabe demasiado a huevo.
Sabe demasiado a huevo.
¿Tú no has tenido esa
Gagging.
experiencia, verdad?
Ay, you don't answer that question.
No,
Sabe
no, no.
mucho a huevo.
No, but he's right because the eggs here and the eggs in DR don't exactly taste the same.
No, because
the
actually-
eggs in DR taste more eggy if that's possible, but
Well,
it's
I
true.
hear it takes like
because
2
they're more
minutes.
natural.
You're absolutely
Right.
right. I spoke about this. The way that the bananas out there actually have
Ooh, the
seeds.
bananas. Ooh,
Oh,
the
wow,
eggs
we're
and the
going from eggs to
bananas.
bananas.
Se va a comer
Ay, Dios
todo.
mío, esta señora, yo no
Y
puedo
con
hablar,
el-
yo no puedo hablar.
The bananas over there
La
are
banana aquí no tiene
delicious.
semilla
Los
negra.
plátanos dominicanos, Dios
Los plátanos
mío.
dominicanos.
Los guineos
no.
aquí no tienen semilla negra. Y
Es
allá tú vas,
es
yo le
verdad,
mandé,
es verdad, es verdad.
le mandé fotos a tu semilla
La
negra.
negra semilla, la semilla negra.
Everything you say is sexual at this point.
Oh my God.
Señores, tenemos los huevos azules.
Entendre.
La semilla negra.
La semilla negra
Esa
que
parece
tiene los
esa parece
plátanos.
una luchadora. Y ahora
me voy a
en esta
enterrar.
esquina, la semilla negra.
Es un comercial. Yo voy, peor.
Oh my God, I cannot.
Pero peor es peor, señor.
You made it worse.
Sí, es cierto.
Pero naturalmente,
Ok,
orgánicamente.
Lo que ella estaba diciendo era
Orgánicamente.
que los
Ay, Dios
guineos.
mío. Los huevos duran mucho para cocinar si es aquí que allá.
Sí.
Aquí tú duras más de 1 minuto y 20 minutos. No, oye que un
¿Qué?
minuto and like
Yo no sé,
Almost
los
two-
huevos para mí se paran.
no. When
Se
you put
ponen
them out
duros
here, right,
en
you
menos
do
de un
that.
minuto.
Sí,
Cuando tú
desde
vas
que
a-
te
no,
ven.
no dura más. En Santo Domingo tú estás en la República y tú haces tu huevo y de una vez tú no puedes ni picar el ojo, ya ese huevo está hecho.
Ajá.
Sí.
Sí, hay
Yes.
muchas cosas aquí que la
Yes.
comida es diferente. Lo
No,
mismo
la
que
comida es
lo que estaba
completamente
diciendo de los guineos.
Semilla negra.
Eso, de los guineos que aquí no
Pero
tienen
es verdad.
semilla.
Sí,
Los
no
guineos de
tienen
aquí.
semilla.
Oye, yo me di cuenta, yo
No es
llegué
natural.
allá y me comí un guineo y le mandé esa foto a todo el mundo. Tú ves que tiene semilla negra.
Sí, y los hombres de aquí son diferentes a los de allá.
Claro,
ustedes, que han tenido,
1000 veces.
ustedes han tenido la experiencia de estar
¿Los
en-
dominicanos?
Bueno,
Claro.
dominicanos o de otro país. O sea, la diferencia de
Claro.
hombres que viven aquí en los Estados Unidos.
Seguro
a-
la cultura es diferente.
Ajá.
Obviamente,
Claro,
sí.
¿Cuáles son más cariñosos? O ¿Cuáles son más afectivos? Los
Yo no
hombres
creo
de
que
aquí
eso
o
no
los hombres?
importa. No, yo no creo que importa.
Eso califica en eso, pero
Yeah, I think it's more the way you've been raised. Si se te
Sí,
enseñaron,
pero
si
el-
te enseñaron
yeah.
cariño,
Sí.
tú vas a ser cariñoso.
Claro.
Si tú te escrites
Salamero,
frío, yeah. Pero eso depende. Yo no creo que eso tiene nada que ver, like where you're from.
el hombre dominicano en la República Dominicana es un hombre que él necesita sentirse como hombre.
Yeah. They
Como
need a
ese
lot of
machismo,
validation.
like,
A lot of
como-
ego.
No, pero también sirven mucho porque hay muchas mujeres aquí que si tuvieran esa oportunidad para estar con un hombre así, they'd be happy. Porque en el sentido, como te digo, like, they're the type that the way that they carry themselves. Like, if there's a situation going on, they don't want you to speak. No, let me do it because I got your back. Like, let me be the man. You know what I'm saying? Aquí no se ve eso. Los hombres que
No,
son
it
dominicanos,
depends.
americanos, ¿qué es lo que hacen? Que they're like, ellos dejan que la mujer hable, que se defienda ella misma. Lo he visto yo.
Yeah,
¿Tú me
but it
entiendes?
also depends on. I think that's more individualized as well.
Absolutely.
You know,
I
because
can
it's
see
not
that.
it's not
But
everybody.
there's a huge percentage that I would say that the way that they carry themselves is that I've seen it.
Well, what I'll give to the Dominican man is that they're definitely more. I don't want to use the word chauvinistic, but they're they're more in their masculine energy
Yes.
than men in the U.S. I feel like they're more
Yeah.
masculine. Like
Because
they,
out here they've been more conditioned. To,
so that they were raised that way. Like tú eres el hombre. Like you gotta protect and
You gotta
provide.
provide.
They're very much like that. So yes, I do see that. But as far as like dando cariño y eso, I think that's more on an individual basis.
¿Ves? Algo se
What about
aprende.
yourself? Like,
¿Quién?
¿Qué es lo que te
piden y yo
está
doy, a
ahí
mí.
preguntando
Me
las
piden y yo
preguntas?
doy. El que me pida, yo le doy.
porque tú,
Sí, pero ¿le da qué?
So, entonces
Lo
vamos
que
a hablar,
yo
vamos
pida.
a hablar de ti porque tú naciste en la República.
Ajá.
Tú llegaste aquí a cierta edad.
Sí.
¿A qué edad
La
tú llegaste?
mitad de la vida en la República y la mitad de la vida aquí.
Entonces, ¿qué
So,
tú te
ya tú
Pero tú
sabes.
consideras?
llegaste a qué edad?
Como a los 17 años.
Oh, okay,
Sí.
okay.
So,
¿La edad de papi?
sí, es lo que ella dice. Yo creo que es que lo que tú eres como persona, lo que te enseñaron
Lo
a
que
ti
te
como
enseñaron en la
persona.
casa.
Ya después, si tú te vuelves un loco, es por gusto.
Sí, es por tu culpa.
Es por gusto o porque todos los otros tigres amigos tuyos están en eso y tú
Sí.
también tienes que... ¡Pa! ¿Entiendes?
Seguro,
Tú no
sí.
puedes ser el único serio. Aunque eso...
Bueno, ya te rajaste ahí en esa. Tú te rajaste ahí. Tú no puedes ser más serio ahí.
No, eso, la seriedad es otra cosa, pero en cuanto se viene así a como tú tratas a una mujer, eso es como a ti te enseñaron o como tú
Sí.
eres personalmente.
Nah.
Entonces, como yo soy, es como yo soy. Entonces no puedo decir que todos los dominicanos que viven aquí, la mitad de su vida son así. Yo creo que ya uno escoge como tú quieres. Además, hay muchas etapas que se queman. En una etapa tú eres un loco y tú no te importa nada.
Seguro.
Y después tú sabes lo que es valioso y entonces comienzas
Seguro.
a darle
Ellos dicen
peso
que,
a eso.
yeah, uno
¿Entiendes?
cambia cada 10 años, tú eres otra
I
persona
mean, if you
diferente.
let yourself
you're
evolve.
evolving, yes.
Yeah.
You're evolving, you're
There's people
becoming a
that
different
don't, que se
person.
quedan ahí mismo.
Yes, and I don't get that. There's so many people from my neighborhood.
Pero en
From
la
191st, I grew up in Washington Heights.
Yeah.
El
191st
calentón.
in Wadsworth. Yeah, un calentón,
Sí.
pero un calentón. Y yo he visto gente que I grew up with y todavía están en el
En lo
bloque,
mismo.
en el bloque, haciendo la misma cosa. And I'm like, how the fuck is this possible?
Yeah,
And they
I-
still talk like they're like little kids, and I'm like, how?
Because I just feel like they haven't given themselves the opportunity to actually evolve. They don't see.
Yeah, they don't
They create their
evolve.
own bubble to be there.
No
But I'm
todo
like-
el mundo tiene la oportunidad de salir
O no se ha dado la
del
oportunidad.
loop. A veces uno se despierta y han pasado 20 años.
Pero ¿cómo? ¿Cómo tú me vas a decir
Tú
que tú
mismo,
tienes
oye, me da
30 o 40 años y tú todavía estás
Oye,
hablando?
mira,
Dale gracias a
como
Dios.
chamaquito?
Dale gracias a Dios que tú pudiste salir y que tú pudiste
From the Matrix.
tú sabes, pero hay gente de verdad que no es que escogen estar ahí, que no es que escogen ser así por
rutina,
todos
la
sus
cultura,
tiempos,
todo,
es
todo
que
tiene
el
una
tiempo
mirada.
le pasó por encima y cuando vinieron a despertarse ya no había de otra que seguir
Ahí mismo.
sobreviviendo.
Ay, no,
Porque
ay,
no
yo no me
no
explico.
Porque no
eso.
conocen otra cosa también.
no, porque
y tiene que ver
no
con
hay
el
otra
temor
cosa.
también.
Porque,
no saben otra
But
o sea,
cosa.
a veces cuando uno
How are you gonna
cuan-
say there
Oye,
isn't? There's so
listen.
much opportunity for
I
Pero
us.
know,
they don't
you-
think like that, Liza.
A veces cuando tú sales y tú ves todas las oportunidades, tú dices, ¿qué le pasa a esta gente que están ahí y no ven las oportunidades?
Yeah.
Hay veces que tú estás ciego, hay veces que las oportunidades que tú estás viendo, ellos no las ven porque no le llegan a ellos. Hay veces que tú tienes que tú
No
has
le
luchado
llega.
tanto,
Yeah.
que
Temor
estás
también.
cansado de luchar y ya te das cuenta que no importa lo que tú hagas, ahí es que tú vas a estar.
sí.
Entonces, ¿qué tú
Sí.
haces? Vivir tu vidita tranquila. Vivir tu vida tranquila. Entonces, no quiere decir que no quieren salir de ahí. No quiere decir que no ven la salida de ahí. Es que ya su
Están
vida ha sido...
apuestos.
Ya, eso es...
They're accustomed.
Yeah, accustomed to it.
But I think that's what it is. I don't think that there's no freaking way possible that you're not gonna want better for yourself.
We all want better. Nadie
But
quiere
there's people that
peor.
don't know
I feel
how
like
to
it's-
do
it's-
better,
it has to
'cause
do
they
with
don't know better, and
motivation.
maybe they haven't been surrounded by the right people that
Maybe,
actually get
but I feel
better.
like they're not motivated. They're just comfortable. They're comfortable in their environment.
Mira lo que pasa con
y se
nosotros los
quedan
latinos.
ahí.
Te voy a enseñar lo que pasa con nosotros los latinos. A veces nosotros vemos que uno de nuestra familia, uno de los jóvenes, tiene más oportunidad que salir que uno. Y uno se sacrifica a quedarse ahí para que te empuje y salga de ahí.
Okay, I've seen
Aunque
that.
tú te quedes ahí 20
I've
años,
seen
tú
that.
te mataste para que este chamaquito está allí en una escuela o
But
está
that's
allí.
very random and seldom
But
as
it's
well.
most what we do. Like, as latinos, nosotros queremos que alguien de nuestra familia salga de ahí,
que
aunque nos
salga de
quedemos
ahí,
todos
it's a
nosotros
baby,
ahí.
yeah.
I
Porque
see
ese
that
nos
a
va a
lot.
ayudar o lo
Yeah,
que sea,
that's
¿entiendes?
To
Exacto.
add to that, you see that a lot, which maybe I'm wrong for saying that, but that's just the way I feel about it. Like I see that with baseball players. Like the way that they actually look at them, like when they're young, and then they're like, oh, esta va a ser la salida para la familia.
para la familia.
¿Tú me
But what
entiendes?
happens there is that they start living this lifestyle and they don't want to share it. Y ellos se
Yeah,
van.
but there's a reason behind that, but you can't blame them either.
Well, you can
¿Tú me
because you
entiendes?
can't take care of
Yeah.
a whole fucking village. You know, and that's what they
Absolutely.
think. They're like, oh, he's gonna
Yo
make
conozco,
it. Y
yeah.
él va a cuidar el pueblo entero.
Mira, yo
Él no
conozco,
puede,
yo
dime.
conozco.
Sí, es verdad.
He
alguien
has to
yeah.
enjoy his riches. He's the one that busts his ass doing this.
Yeah.
He got to enjoy. He got to take care of his immediate family
Yeah.
if he even does that. Because I've seen a lot.
I don't like dropping names, but
Yeah, me
that's
neither.
the thing. I've had friends that are really close to me and actually are in that itself, whether it's ball players or baseball players or whatever, but they've actually, like, at a young age got, you know, the opportunity and they're taking off pero oye, cuando yo te digo un village, son más de 30 gente.
But
to
this
make
is
them comfortable. And then shit happens. It just, and at one point they get sick. And
Yeah.
I've had these conversations. I'm like, yo.
But this
And
is
they actually tell me, like, yo, cuando tú tienes que entender, ese es un problemita también, porque tú quieres ayudar a tu familia, tú quieres, pero si la familia te coge el brazo entero, entonces ahí que está el problema.
But no, and that's what I'm going to say. Este es el problema. So as Latinos, you see white people, right? They make it. And they teach the other person how to do the same. Latinos don't do that. So you can lead a man to water, but you can't make him drink, right? As Latinos, they're too busy taking care. You don't take care of them. Help them or put them in a position where they're making their own money and they can take care of their own family. Not que tú vas a estar dando dinero a todo el mundo because it's never going to work.
Pero también tiene que
You
ver con
hang
la
with
persona.
with four broke
Yeah.
motherfuckers, you're going to be the fifth one. You got to help or teach them, okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of money. Here's an investment. Start your own business. That's how you help people. Not by giving them money. Giving them money, you're never helping anybody.
But then you're finding somebody, right, that has come from poverty, that's never seen money.
But you have to teach them.
Pero espérate, no sabe lo que es eso. Decir, déjame invest. When they try to do that, eventually it's too late because they already have spent all this money. Recuérdate que eso pasó también. Mike Tyson es un perfect example. This dude was a millionaire, like, at one point.
Well, MC Hammer, I think, is the best example of that.
And MC Hammer también.
MC Hammer tried to
pero
take care
hay
of
una lista de
everybody.
mucha gente de que han hecho lo que han
You
hecho.
cannot help everybody.
Eso le pasa
Yeah.
a la gente que se gana la lotería. So when people like,
Yeah, but that's why I
they
say
win
when
the
I
lottery,
win,
they go crazy.
I'm
I
gonna
feel like that's-
disappear
we
when
spoke
I
about
win.
that when we
Nobody's
spoke
gonna.
about that.
I'm gonna win under somebody else's name. Like I don't want
We
nobody
spoke
knowing.
about that. Like how Latinos, especially minorities, we get so excited when we have money on our faces that we rather buy a pair of Jordans and still live in the projects.
Yeah,
Dude, we want
Yeah.
everybody to be good, and that's impossible.
It is impossible. You cannot
Yo,
help everybody.
Cuando tú
Tú
llegas,
tienes que ayudarte tú para tú poder ayudar al otro. digo
Exactly.
yo.
por eso es que ese sistema de lo, tú sabes, los Dominican York que llegan a los pueblos
ok, sí,
funciona porque when we get to our town, we want to give to, we want everybody to be
You wanna
good.
give, you want everybody
Like the
to be
first
good.
time que tú viajas para allá, tú gastas
Pero,
más dinero
sí,
dando,
tú
o
ves
sea, you
algo.
want everybody to
Entonces
be good.
dime, la segunda vez que tú vas y tú no traes nada, ¿cómo te van a tratar?
Te
Como
dicen-
una
Pero
mierda.
mira,
No,
te voy a
algo-
decir la verdad.
Está jodido y tú
Está
comienzan a
jodido.
hablar de ti,
Exacto.
comienzan
Pero
a...
ese problema,
But
por
that's the
ejemplo,
thing too.
hay
You
un
spoil
artista,
people. You spoil them. You
hay un
can't do that.
artista en la República Dominicana que recientemente fue y dio muchísimo cuarto. Y yo dije, en vez de estar tirándolo, porque claro, ¿quién soy yo para decirte que lo que tienes que hacer con tu dinero? Eso es lo que tú quisiste hacer. Eso es tu
But that's
problema.
not helping them as a
Pero
community.
no lo está ayudando.
No, eso no lo está ayudando.
Y especialmente en la República Dominicana, que yo, en mi opinión, hay mucha falta de educación.
Sí, pero imagínate,
Para
él,
mí es mejor que tú abres un negocio y le dé trabajo a esta gente.
A él se lo han
en
dicho.
En vez de tirarle dinero.
no,
porque-
a él se lo han dicho.
Pero que la
Takashi
gente no quiere
69.
trabajar en la
Oye,
República Dominicana.
hay
y
gente
es
que
la
le dijo,
verdad.
le han dicho eso en su cara. Oye, ¿por qué tú no mejor abres un negocio? Y dice,
Sí, abre
no,
un
no,
negocio.
no,
No, no.
Él dijo, no.
Es
verdad,
Donde yo
es verdad.
llego,
Es
yo reparto.
Ok.
Sí, sí.
¿Por qué? Porque no se trata de él ayudar a que sea un mejor país. Se trata
Pero que entienda el
de él
lenguaje
coger
también.
notoriedad
No.
cuando él llega a un sitio. And the only way for him to do that is giving himself el dinero.
So
Pero
people can
también,
kiss his
pero
ass. That's all
espérate,
about
pero
ass kissing.
espérate, Liza, pero espérate un momento. Lo que pasa es que también, en ese caso, él entiende lo que estamos hablando. Por ejemplo, él mejor dice, bueno, yo voy a... Tiache, mira, dije que un hombre. Él mejor dice, voy a darle este dinero porque él sabe ya cómo trabajan. donde dice ellos prefieren tomar, ellos prefieren, las mujeres prefieren hacerse su BBL y sus uñas. Ok. Ella entiende ese sistema. So él está, en vez de decir, bueno, déjame ayudar, ella dice, bueno, esto es lo que hay. Porque en verdad, si yo le digo a otro, vamos a abrir un negocio, si dicen un sitio, vamos a abrir a las 10, yo estoy ahí a las 9:45. No es justo que tú vas a coger sus lunch breaks allá también.
Sí.
But they do.
They do.
They do. And long ones.
No, porque el pelo mío no
Long
está.
ones.
Óyeme, señores, ese es el problema que yo tengo. Pero también he aprendido porque uno no puede vivir su vida muy rápida tampoco. So am I contradicting myself?
It is not only Dominicans. I've been all over the islands,
He
and
said,
they're
"There's
the
a switch
same
on
way. I'm like, pero this is island time. Island time is no joke.
¿Qué es lo que es Island Time?
Island
Tú
time.
dices que en RD y en
it's
Puerto Rico
they're never
porque,
on time.
oye, en RD
That's
es
what island
diferente que
time-
en Puerto Rico. Tú has ido a Puerto Rico, ¿verdad?
Yes,
Y
but
tú has ido a RD. O sea, Island Time en RD y en Puerto Rico son dos cosas diferentes.
I think everybody has their own island time, but it's never the time that you say. If I say we're gonna meet at 1, it's never fucking 1.
So who am I, SpongeBob?
Yeah, it's always. It depends how late you want to be, but
Sí,
it's always
sí.
late. It's never on time. I have a problem.
O sea, nos
like,
juntamos a las 3, quiere decir a las 4:30 o
sí,
algo
si yo
así.
te digo vamos a juntarnos a la 1, yo voy a estar ahí a las 12:45, a las 12:50. Yo voy a estar ahí antes de la
Tú eres
1.
muy puntual. Nosotros no somos
Allá,
así, ¿no?
that's why I said island time.
No.
Yo, I was in Turks and Caicos and ordered a fucking ice cream. This fucking ice cream took so long. I was like, this shit's gonna be a milkshake by the time it fucking gets to me. Because I was like, there's no fucking way in hell that you're scooping an ice cream and it's gonna take
Yeah.
30 fucking minutes to get to me.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Turks and Caicos.
¿Y que how far was
And
this?
I can see the fucking kitchen. I can see the fucking kitchen. I could have got up by my damn self, scooped the motherfucking ice cream, and sat back in my goddamn chair.
It was a line or something? Or
No, it was a hotel. I ordered fucking ice cream. I see the restaurant. I see the kitchen. I see it. I see it.
I'm
I can
there.
see it.
I'm looking at it.
I can see it.
Binoculars. I don't
And
need
you
the
know what
binoculars.
everybody's doing? Hablando.
It's a mime
I'm like,
show.
Pero yo tengo 20 minutos esperándote, maldito helado. Is this
Por
gonna
eso
be,
no te
is
digo
this
por
ice cream
decirle
gonna be
maldiciones.
intact? And me and my cousin were laughing because we're like, there is no way that this ice cream is not gonna be melted because we're in Turks and Caicos. It's hot as fuck.
Yes.
There is no way that this ice cream is gonna be intact.
¿Cómo te digo?
Barely intact. Like, I was like, how the fuck?
¿Por
How?
qué te quejas? Mentira.
Pero it's island time.
It's
They
time,
they
it's
take
time.
their time. Is no
Tú te
rush.
podías bañar,
We're from New
leer
York,
un
so
libro.
everything is a hustle and bustle. We're very quick here. Over there, it's not quick. You even see them serving the food. Tú estás pidiendo. They're like, ¿qué tú quieres, mami? Okay.
You know, that's
It's like, put a pep in your step, bitch. I got places to go.
that happened to me.
bitch.
That shit happened to me in Vegas though.
Oh,
like
I
I was
hate it.
walking through Vegas
I
and
have
I'm
no
going
patience.
like New York style. Like
Yes,
walking,
I have
and
no
was like,
patience. Get
hold
the
on,
fuck
I gotta
out my way.
stop. But we gotta also like chill.
Yes, we have to chill.
'Cause,
So when I get there, I
yeah.
realize that I have to relax. Don't rush it. Don't rush it.
Right, you on vacation.
Because I'm a New Yorker, and when I order something, I want it right now.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Right now.
Yeah.
No, I'll wait, but come on, 30 minutes for fucking ice cream? That's a little excessive.
It's too much.
It's a little too
This
much.
is the ice cream story.
Or a shot, right? A shot is not mixed. You don't have to mix it, bitch. It's a shot. If I order a shot, I expect the shot like instantaneously.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
You're right.
I should see you do this. Here you go.
You just saw mine.
I shouldn't be waiting 10, 15 minutes for a shot. There's no way possible. I'm looking around. I'm like, there's nobody standing at the bar. There's nobody else ordering drinks. Why am I waiting 15 minutes for a shot? Maria, para la plepla. Dame mi shot, por favor.
Diablo, para la plepla.
No, sorry, Maria's too simple. I gotta be like, I gotta use a real fucking Dominican name.
Xiomara.
Carmelina.
Oy.
Or what's another one? What's another one?
Sobeida, Xiomara.
Ceneira.
Ajá.
I'm looking for a
Jovaira.
real difficult.
Johaira.
Zuleika.
Eulalia. ¿Dónde tú
Wow.
vives?
Eulalia.
Hilaria, man.
Solas.
No, my aunt. His name is Eulalia.
Oh,
Eulalia,
okay, wow.
Altagracia.
Shout out to la tía.
Saludos para Eulalia.
Altagracia.
¿Cómo se dice?
Eulalia en
Ya, es un redo
Altagracia.
de lengua ahí.
Yeah, es un
Eulalia.
enredo.
Eulalia.
You know they say Dominicans are los morenos.
Se inspiró Juan
It's
Liguera con
like,
ese nombre.
You have Shaquita. That's how you have Dominican names. It's like Eulalia. You got names you can't really pronounce.
Pero
my
ten
God.
cuidado porque puede decir Culalia y dices.
Eulalia, I know. I
Y
mean,
que es una mezcla.
es una mezcla.
Ay, esos sancochos.
Yo soy de.
Ay.
Métele
Okay, so we
candela.
actually have spoken about myself, right? We've done that already. We established that.
Yes.
There's so much more, but you know, like at this point,
There's
like, come
always
on.
more.
And there's so much about you itself, but we have not asked Liza some questions. We have questions, Liza.
Okay.
So let's start off.
Ready?
So at what age did you start your modeling career? And then just take it from there and tell us eventually, just a couple of questions within that. What inspired you? What led you there? What happened along the way? What have you learned? And where it has led you to this day today?
You want me to remember all this? No, I'm just kidding.
I'll
got it.
remind you. It's okay. I got you, girl.
Actually, I had a passion for entertainment since I was a kid. I did all the talent shows. I did all that. I moved to South Beach when I was around like 15, 16. And while I was there, I actually saw Bad Boys being filmed. And I remember being on Ocean Drive and seeing Will Smith and Martin Lawrence filming. And I was like, this is what the fuck I want to do. Like, I want to get into the entertainment industry.
What an intro.
What an intro, right?
Nice.
I mean,
That's a
I
big
always
set,
had a
by the
passion.
way.
I always had a passion for it. But I never
Because you
really
can sing.
pursued
A lot of people
it.
don't know that you sing as well.
I used to be in a girl group called Una Sangre.
Wow.
But now I just sing in the shower. Anyways, but that's not how I started. So I always had the passion for singing, and you know, I as a kid, me and my friends, we had a little girl group or whatever, and we used to go around singing and doing talent shows. But then, you know, I got older. I realized that ain't going nowhere. Girl, you dreaming, whatever. I had moved to South Beach, and when I saw Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, I was like, I'm really interested. So I'm going to start going to casting calls. And I started doing castings. But the minute that I said I really want to do this was I had moved back to New York, and J-Lo had came out with her clothing line. And she was looking for models. She was looking for Latinas.
Remember that.
And I remember telling somebody, I want to try out for this casting, because it was like at Macy's on 34th Street or
Yeah, I
something.
remember.
And they were like, you can't model. Like, because at this point in my life, I was already a mom. I was a teenage mom. And they were like, you can't model. You have stretch marks. And I was like, I can't? Watch me. And after that, I just started going to every casting that I could, going to photo shoots, sending out my pictures, and I was able to get myself into like 12 publications and do tons of videos. And one which I met Sally, I ended up it was just like a snowball effect. Like, I just started doing everything. And then during I was doing that, a couple of photographers had, you know, reached out to me saying like, hey, you know, we're looking for, this is when I started doing the girl group Una Sangre. Like, so many opportunities came my way, and I took every single one. I did a Ben Younger film with, it was called Prime, with Uma Thurman and Brian Greenberg. I did The Brave One with, what's her name? I forgot.
Damn.
But what's her name? But actually, like, I met so many friends that we used to be in holding together, and while we were in holding, when we shot The Brave One,
The Brave One?
The Brave One, it was shot in Dykeman.
Jodie Foster.
Yes, Jodie Foster.
Wow.
So we were across the street from my cousin Junior's place, where he used to own Jubilee. Do you remember Jubilee? That was right there.
There's a story between that.
Jubilee
We'll get
and
into that
Arca.
later.
Yeah, so
This is our spot.
Yes, Arca,
I used to
Junior.
go
my
al lado de
gosh.
Arca.
Okay, so
en
Junior is
Prince
my
Shop, y yo
cousin.
le hice...
But let's pause real quick.
I know
Jubilee,
Junior.
we have memories because that's where
Yes.
my first modeling thing started. I used to be a
Stop.
promotional model for Que Lo Que.
Wow.
And he had the group Aguacate that was there. That was
Small
his girl.
freaking world.
So
Small
it's
world.
crazy in three.
So you know Fulanito then?
I
Because
do.
I grew up with Fulanito.
I do.
Magic Juan and all. Yes.
Yes, I do.
I grew up with them.
Okay,
Like they
those are
were
my
like from the
peoples.
same neighborhood.
Yes.
crazy.
So yeah, so I used to go when we were in holding for the Brave one. We used to go to my cousin's spot, take shots of tequila, and then go back to holding. And they'll be like, "You, let's go film." Like I had a freaking blast. It was
that's
it was
amazing. I
so
love
much
that.
fun. So fast forward, the modeling obviously got slower. People weren't paying models and extras the way they used to. So I kind of like stopped doing that. And then during COVID, I got into the cannabis industry. It was
Yes.
just like one of
Before it
those
was
things.
legal, before it was legal.
Yeah.
Before it was legal. Shh. But it was like one of those things where it wasn't planned. It was like I used to, do edibles here and there, and my guy was like very unreliable.
And you're really good at it.
And then I was
by the way.
like, I should start making my own and make them keto, like make them healthy, like no
yes,
carb, no
yes.
sugar.
Win-win.
Yeah, win-win. And then trial and error, I just started doing it, and
was I part of your experiment?
yes, you were.
I knew it because
Do
I
you-
was on that toilet.
Yeah,
We won't get on that.
because
I was like, let's
so my
Buzz
stuff was
Lightyear.
keto, so it's high
I know that.
fat.
That's another story.
And she was my
I
test
called
dummy.
her. I called her.
She was my guinea pig,
Right.
and I
Oh
would be
my
like,
Lord, I
"Hey,
didn't
I
even
made
know
some
this.
cupcakes, or I made this. Like, come try it."
Right.
And she would come pick them up, and then she'd be like, "I'm high,
Listen.
but I'm on the toilet," and I'm like, "Why?"
So they-
Because
And I'm
she's
talking
not
to
on
her the whole
keto
time, and she
diet.
likes it. She's enjoying the whole
she's-
conversation.
She's
Oh,
writing
it's
notes.
freaking
She's taking notes.
It's keto, by the way. And I was like, why is it that this toilet feels like I'm flying right now? Like,
She's taking off.
and I'm like, what is it supposed to loosen me up? It is.
It is
Like,
keto.
yeah.
Keto's high fat, and it makes you poop.
And that's how you started doing
Yes.
edibles.
That's how
and
I
all that
started doing
stuff.
edibles.
And how do you learn the whole? I mean, aparte de
Reading,
probar,
just
like,
a
you
lot
just
of
read a
reading.
lot.
So, like I told Sally, this was the funniest story. So, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So, I took a little bit of weed, and I'm reading, and it's like, oh, you have to bake it, So I'm not thinking. I don't freaking know, because I'm not really a smoker. I'm not a cannabis person, really.
Yes.
So the first time I'm baking the weed, and I'm baking it in my house. I have all the windows closed. So essentially I'm hotboxing myself, but I had no idea, right? So I have to bake the weed for 30, 40 minutes. So the fumes are in my apartment. I have no windows open. So
You're licking the butter on the counter.
Oh, that was later. So I'm like, so after, a couple of minutes, I'm high, but I don't know. But the minute that I realize is when my man comes home, and he's like, what the fuck? I can smell the weed from the second floor in the elevator. And I just start cracking up. Quack, 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 quack. And the madder he gets, the more I laugh. So I was like, oh shit, I'm high. And he's like, what is wrong with you? Open the windows. Again, I don't know. I'm new to this.
He was high at his point too as well. He's walking in.
I don't know.
like,
He's
smoke.
like, what the hell? Where I'm hotboxing myself. Oh, whatever. So, now I got to take the weed out. I got to grind it and cook it in butter. So I'm already high. And I'm like trying to go through the motions. I'm doing all this. Now I have to cook the butter for 4 hours. Now I'm straining the butter from the cannabis, and a drop of butter falls on my counter. And I'm just like, whatever. I lick the butter. I'm fucking high again. I was high. When I tell you I was high for 2 days trying to make a batch of fucking cookies, I was high for 2 days. After that, I make the butter. The butter's solid. I'm making. I made keto cookies with almond flour. They're like this big. I'm not thinking that I have to put half regular butter and half cannabis butter. I just use straight up cannabis butter, right?
Damn.
So now I eat a piece of this fucking cookie.
And you're high again.
But I'm high to the point where I feel like I have to regulate my breathing. I'm so high. I'm like, I'm gonna die.
It's the importance of dedication.
This is not normal.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I can't sell these cookies. They're too strong. So I'm like, how?
Somebody's gonna buy them.
Yeah, somebody will buy them, but I'm like, somebody's gonna die. I can't sell these cookies. They're too strong.
Right,
So I was like,
right.
how can I repurpose these cookies?
Wow.
So then now I take the fucking cookies, I grind them up, I make a crust, and I make mini cheesecakes.
Okay.
And that was fucking perfect.
Okay.
Those came out perfect. I think you tried some of those. She's like, So I
tried
everything. Trial
everything.
and error. Like
I haven't tried the cereal.
Now
yet,
So now I'm gonna make cereal bites because people were talking about the winter that my cereal bars, it's a cereal bar. It's marshmallow. Marshmallow gets hard. It's cold.
Nice little hot
Right.
chocolate.
People were talking about that it's really hard. So now I'm gonna make cereal bites instead of making the bar.
Ooh, that makes sense.
Where
Like a
people,
pop.
so I'm gonna
Yeah.
make them easy, poppable.
All right.
So now that's like my new thing, and my
Wow.
nuggets look like actual cannabis.
She has to show you her nuggets.
What?
yeah.
How
So
many?
like
How many
cannabis.
products do you have now that you learned? We learned
I
like, the
learned
first
how to
one.
make everything.
I know the first one were the cookies, and now how
Yeah.
many products do you have? Like what can you make?
I have everything,
Okay.
even alcoholic beverages. I make my
Yeah,
own
she
cannabis sugar. I make my own cannabis honey. I make cannabis everything.
This is what we're supposed to have here. High delight.
Yeah, I know. We should have high delights.
Delights, and
High
good name
Delights.
too.
Yeah, a great
High
name. So I want to open up.
HD. Ahí está, señores.
Oh, yeah.
Míralo ahí.
Miren, esos son, o sea, these are
Look at
not.
my weird thumb. It wasn't weird then. It still looks weird.
She had a situation with her
First of all,
thumb
my
before.
weird
We're not
thumb.
gonna
I
get
had a
into
situation-
it.
We're not gonna get
I
into
see,
it.
I see you, but that's not really actually. That's not actually
That's
weed.
not actual
Yeah,
weed.
That's
That
not-
is.
No.
Oh, that's
No.
edibles.
Yes, it's
that look like
edibles.
weed.
It is Rice Krispie treats dipped in white chocolate and then rolled in a cereal, cookies.
I want to try those. Do you
Oh,
have
yeah, I'll bring you some.
tú tienes ya la medida de like
Yes.
this can
Now
get
I
you-
know how to gauge it.
Right.
Now I know how to
And
gauge it.
You can tell like
You
somebody.
hear the word? She said, "I know how to gauge it."
I know how to gauge it.
I don't know those
You know
terms.
when you
Gauge
know
it,
how to
baby.
gauge it when you use that word. I know how to gauge.
I know how to gauge
That's
it. Yeah.
That's when you-
I know how to gauge
I
it.
cursed.
Te digo. So
Now just by looking at it, I can pretty much tell by the measurements how much.
That's
THC.
do you like? At one point you were
Sí,
using
no,
like
ya
scales.
sabe.
Like now you're just like.
I
Tú
eyeball
ves
it.
cuando dicen
Yeah.
la gente que
I
tú haces,
eyeball
like
it.
yo hago exactly.
Yeah, it's like
Like,
learning how to cook,
humor,
right?
humor
Where
de
at first you
guandule,
have to
ya yo
measure
sé lo que
Claro.
voy a hacer.
and then when you learn, you become a pro. You just
claro.
Entonces la gente
Just
dice, pero
looking at
what
it.
you supposed to do?
Tú comienzas con una cucharita,
Sí.
Sí,
con
sí,
todo
sí.
medido
Seguro.
y
Tu propio
después
gusto.
un chin,
Sí,
un chineto, un chineto, un
sí.
Y tú le
chineto, un
pones tu
chineto.
propio
seguro,
gusto también.
seguro.
Ay, me encanta.
Seguro.
Nice.
Me
So si yo
Seguro.
voy a tu
If I like you, I make it a little bit stronger.
I like it. See, that's why I'm getting on her good side because I know.
If I don't like you, then te jodiste.
Te jodiste.
Tú vas a
Regular.
saber que, yeah, regular,
Te
regular.
toca
pa' ti.
regular.
Regular.
All right. No, so yo veo muchos productos. Aquí estamos viendo tu página.
Sí, yo tengo muchos
She's an
productos.
entrepreneur. She has another business.
¿Tú te
as
la hiciste
well.
tú misma la página?
Sí,
¿O te la hicieron?
sí. No,
Look
yo
at
la
the
hice.
gummies. I've tried the gummies before.
Now I
The
sell.
gummies are so
yeah.
good.
So
I
those are
really
my
enjoy
cocktails.
the gummies.
Those are my
Look at
cookies.
that.
Those are keto cereal bars.
¿Y esa cómo se llama? La que tiene las dos piernas.
Esa se llama Eliza Edibles. Cuando Eliza
Está
estaba
buena,
flaca.
está buena.
Cuando Eliza estaba flaquita. Eliza comió mucho Edibles después.
Pero me
no,
encanta,
ya.
pero me
Chequeen la
encanta.
página.
Pero oye también, Liza she's an entrepreneur, she's a businesswoman. That's something that me and her have in common. She also has another business. Let's get sexy.
Hey.
Let's get sexy. She has a swim line.
Ahí
Sí.
está.
Swimline.
The swim line. The swim.
¿Cómo se llama esa?
Sirena.
Ok.
Un buen hombre. ¿Tú por qué te digo? Esta tipa es una rapera.
Como la tienda en Santo Domingo. Sirena.
La tienda siempre llena. ¿Cómo te ocurrió este negocio? ¿Cómo comenzó?
I've been wanting to do it for years, and then I just said one day, I said, fuck it. It's now or never. Like,
Yep.
go for it. You know? Why not?
Yeah.
I had a little bit of money to invest. I was like, vamos para allá, pa' ver. Cannabis is still my baby though. That's my money maker.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Sirena, and I'm gonna put more money into it. But for right now,
Tenemos planes de
The
un
cannabis,
futuro para
yeah,
poner una
un futuro,
tiendita
una
ya con
tiendita
Sirena Swimwear allá en Santo Domingo.
Ya. no fuimos.
Ya está ahí la tiendita.
cannabis swimsuit.
Claro.
Cállate, that I even thought about that. I thought about having
Claro.
a swim
Claro.
store, una
Cállate,
tienda
espérate.
que vende traje de baño. Y también
que-
tú puedes comprar tu cannabis ahí.
¿Qué?
Espérate, que esa,
Heavy.
oye, esa
Me gusta.
mujer, nosotros hemos hablado, esta vez ella se le olvidó, pues yo le dije a ella sobre
Nosotros
eso.
hablamos mucho.
Hay una, demasiado.
Demasiado.
Y después nos vimos para la derecha cuando estamos que tiene talla aquí en la izquierda. Pero, oye,
we'll get
mira,
there,
vamos a
we'll get
tener,
there.
vamos a
Sí.
tener una
Empire.
posición donde las mujeres pueden venir y tratarse el traje de baño. Y si no les sirve, ahí mismo se le hace el traje de baño.
Ok, custom made.
Custom made.
Yeah,
Como lo
porque hay
hacían en el
mucha-
tiempo de antes de Santo Domingo, cuando you had a pant, like,
Sí.
necesito el ruedo, el size, whatever. Eso va a pasar.
Yo tengo una amiga que ella es como alta, tú ves, entonces ella no consigue ropa de su talla, porque ella como que es más alta
Como
que
gorda.
la... No, she's just
I'm
tall,
just
right?
saying, I know that was a joke. That was a joke.
Entonces a veces es difícil conseguir
Chacha.
traje de baño.
Yo no dije nada.
Right. Los trajes de baño le quedan,
Just
¿tú
kidding,
entiendes?
yeah.
Yeah,
Entonces
she has a long torso.
ella podría ir ahí a que le hagan un custom.
Ay, Dios, yo te
Tiene el
digo.
tallo largo.
El tallo largo.
No, el
Mira,
torso.
yo no voy a poner.
Yo digo el tallo largo.
Tallo largo.
Ay, el caño largo.
Eso es otra cosa,
I don't know
Liza.
what that is. What is
Eso es
that?
otra
El
cosa.
caño, espérate.
What? Her clit?
Tú no sabes. No.
Es el gallo.
What is that?
El gallo, el caño.
What?
El caño largo, ya está bien. Derecho. Yo entendí el caño largo.
El caño largo.
¡Boom!
Oh, ok.
Larguísimo.
Ok.
But what's that?
Y sí,
You shoot, like you shoot very long.
Ok.
That's what I heard. And I was
Lo
like,
importante
So she
es,
squirt?
yeah.
Oh my
Well,
Lord.
I don't know. Let's
Mira,
be.
yo me voy.
We're adults here. What the hell?
Sí, porque todo empezó porque yo dije que tenía una jeva que era alta, que era,
sí, eso
entonces
yo
ahí
entendí. Vamos,
mira,
ella
eso
dijo
no se
ella
puede
tiene el
poner
torso
ahí.
largo,
Ok.
entonces yo
She
dijo
has a
el
long time.
tallo largo, you know, like when you
Yo
get
dije,
a dress
yeah,
de
I know,
tallo
yo dije,
largo,
brinca,
de talla
Chaco.
larga.
Ella dijo,
Pero
pero,
no.
Chaco, pero qué confusión.
Muy happy de que tienes un negocio de cannabis y que también tienes un negocio de swimsuits, ¿sí?
Yeah, swimsuits.
bathing suits.
Bikini.
Bikini, claro.
Ver en su bikini,
De la
covers.
tanguita roja. La
De la
tanguita
tanguita
roja.
roja. Vamos a traer la tanguita roja para atrás. Oye, tenemos que hacer un podcast allá en la República con una tanguita roja. La
Con la
tengo yo.
tanguita
Sí,
Mentira.
eso va. Eso va.
Oye, mira. I'm down.
That would be dope. That would be super dope.
Pero
¿Qué
quiero
más?
conocer un poco más de Liza. Yo quiero que tú le sigas preguntando de su vida, porque me ha interesado. Hasta ahora yo no sabía nada de lo que tú estás preguntándole. Y es muy interesante. Una mujer entrepreneur que tiene varios negocios.
Sí.
Síguele preguntando, por favor.
Ay, Dios mío, pero
Sí,
yo le
que
he
me-
preguntado a ella, pero tú no le quieres preguntar algo a ella.
¿Qué diada?
¿Qué ustedes están mirando ahí?
Mira.
¿Qué?
Estamos viendo a Liza.
Ay, Dios mío. Eso cuando yo estaba
I told,
flaca.
I was like, yo, the network, the
Ay,
net worth.
cuando estaba flaquita yo.
Esa
Ay.
mujer hace unos videos de TikTok que me hace
¿En
reír.
TikTok?
Oh my God.
De TikTok.
Nosotros hemos visto videos juntos también, like, yo.
De TikTok.
¿Tú estás en TikTok?
Yo, she
Sí, yo
gives me,
estoy
you know that I have like this hate-love relationship with Instagram, with social media itself.
I
like
told
it
her she
never,
has to get on it. You have to.
well, she just cut it short, but that's what
Yeah,
it was.
sorry.
And it got to a
Sorry.
point that she was like, look, she put me in the corner. She was like, you need to do this and this. And I was like, oh my God, okay. And I
Sí,
did it, and
mira.
it works.
You're a liar and a whore. Just
I know you.
No, but she didn't do it like that. She
I
did
didn't
it
do it
on
like
Love
that.
It. She
Yeah.
did it, and I'm exaggerating. She did it on Love It when she was like, Sally.
But I said,
like,
never
¿qué
give
loco tú
up.
estás haciendo con tu vida?
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
Está bien eso.
Motorboat.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm very blessed. I feel good. Like,
I'm blessed.
You know,
I'm
I don't need
happy.
much to survive. I got my bed. I got food.
I mean,
to
do
eat.
I want
got a
more?
roof on my head.
Absolutely.
Si yo puedo cocinar mi mangú,
But-
yo estoy chilling.
I'm blessed.
Yo puedo usar mi toilet, yo estoy muy bien.
Eso es-
Agua fría está bien.
We're always
Yeah.
going to want more,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Because we're hungry, though. We're built
we're
differently,
hungry.
I
Yeah,
feel.
not that we're not grateful for what we have, because absolutely I'm grateful. I know that you're grateful for our experiences, for what we have, for everything. But do we want more?
Absolutely.
And again, that just goes back to human nature. And I think that if you don't have that, then you're just not a motivated person. You're not hungry. I think most people are content with what they have, and that's great. But I want more, and I don't want more just for me to be selfish. I want more because I actually like to help people. And I don't like to help people. I'm not one of these people that I help people and I put the shit on social media. Like, for me, doing for somebody, it makes me happy.
Yeah,
just to do something that's so fucking simple for somebody.
Yeah, it makes a difference for the person that you're doing
exactly.
it to.
And it makes me feel good.
Do you feel that as right now, like, are you fulfilling a purpose in your life, or you're still not there yet?
I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I'm fulfilling anything right now, to be honest with you. As far as I want to reach a certain level of financial freedom, and in order to, I think, to fulfill my purpose. And my purpose is I want to help people that have less than me. Right now I have it, but I can't. There's only
You've been helping me.
There's
You've
only
been
so
a
much
friend,
that you
like-
can do. But that's different. I'm saying, like, I want to go to other countries and actually help
And
people.
we'll get there.
Yeah, like, I
We're
want to
gonna
help
go
people.
together.
We're gonna do it
We're gonna go
together.
to Africa. We're gonna go to DR. We're doing
Everywhere I need to go.
You know, that's another thing. Like, it concerns me about lack of education. How do you feel about that, Anody? Like, do you feel Chucky?
And DR,
Yes.
it's bad.
Sí.
En
you
RD, diablo,
Oh my
mano.
God, las mujeres, eso me molesta.
Mira lo que está pasando. Este es un dato que estoy viendo aquí en la computadora. Only 56% of girls complete high school in DR, in the Dominican Republic.
As a current right
Yes,
now? Wow, that's so sad.
That's
this is
sad.
what you know. What's crazy,
That's
which
very,
is interesting,
very,
that
very
I
sad.
actually
Dice,
spoke about that.
and this is why. Dice que traditional expectations, teen pregnancy, poverty, and gender-based harassment prevent them from learning.
Because psychologically, they're mentally
So,
blocked.
hay muchas cosas que
They're
pasan.
conditioned.
Sí, que nosotros estamos, vamos a decir, en un sistema de privilegio y en un país de privilegio, y quizás estamos...
But it's
¿Entiendes? Entonces, a veces en un sitio donde no hay ese tipo de privilegios ni esas ayudas, you have to...
I know, you have to
I'm
make
gonna
it
give
how
you.
you
survive.
I'm gonna give you a twist right now. Look up the economy in Dominican Republic right now.
Ajá,
La economía está subiendo tremendamente,
ajá.
pero la tristeza es la falta de educación.
Es la realidad.
It is, but
And there's
it's
things that we...
it's disturbing and it's not
Nosotros
fucking
podemos hacer
right.
lo que podemos hacer. Podemos seguir hablando, aconsejando, hablando del tema.
Well, when I say about
La gente
helping,
puede
that's the kind of help
opinar,
I want to help.
Dejar su
I
comentario.
want to help women
Yeah.
and children. I want to help, especially women like in the Middle East
How?
or just opening up schools, like just doing
But-
anything that I
Shelters.
can help.
Shelters.
Yeah, just helping women and children, because those are the
Escape,
most that I've seen getting abused. I mean, from my experience.
Where should we follow you on Instagram?
Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, like your social media platform and all that sexy.
Liza.
Ustedes son dos mujeres
Arizari.com.
interesantes. Yo quiero que la gente los siga. Ustedes los sigan en todas las plataformas.
follow,
¿Dónde te
man.
pueden seguir a ti, Liza? Sí.
LizaArizari.com. Or if you're into cannabis, High Delights 2021. Or if you're into sexy bikinis, Sirena Swimwear NYC.
Yes.
Sally.
I like it.
Follow me at Viva Va
Follow
Entertainment.
me.
No, let's be serious.
Follow me.
So follow me at I am Sally Ferreira, right?
Sí. Ahí está
And you're gonna
todo.
see the link there
Okay.
where it's actually gonna come out, and then also my company, which is Viva Va Entertainment.
Bien.
Check that out. Also, we want people to actually comment. If you disagree with our opinions, we're okay with that.
Absolutely.
We understand that we live in a world where everybody has like different opinions, and we're okay with that. It's
Yeah.
all about love.
We want to hear your opinions.
Ujú.
Por
Very
favor,
important.
dejen su comentario, dejen sus opiniones, déjenlo saber si les gustó el show, si no les gustó tampoco, qué podemos hacer mejor, qué no le...
Opiniones son como
Todo ese sancocho, déjenme saber. Ahora lo voy a hacer en inglés.
Ya.
Todo el mundo lo tiene.
Ahí está la voz del demonio atrás hablando.
Yo soy el demonio.
So, leave your opinions, leave your comments. We will love
Leave
to
your
hear
assholes
you.
at the door.
I did not say that, but
Leave your assholes at the door.
Can't do that. You gotta go with them where we go.
That's a shirt idea. Leave
It is. Leave your assholes at the door.
but leave your ass.
We don't need no negative assholes. Leave them at the door.
That would be crazy though. If
That
it said,
would.
leave your ass
At the door.
with
Leave
a
your
door in the
assholes
back.
at the door. Leave your assholes at the door.
Leave your asshole at the door.
We don't need them
Deja el
anymore.
culos en las puertas. Deja los culos en las puertas. En español. Gracias and ending.